Hey ladies and gents, welcome back. This is going to be part 4 to What If Naruto was the reincarnation of the Sage of Six Paths. Now, where we left off in the last part, it was kind of like the middle of Naruto and Itachi's fight, and Itachi used his Totsuka blade to pretty much seal Kakashi, which then resulted in Naruto awakening the Mangekyo Sharingan and getting insanely overpowered, such as having the ability to stop time, travel forward in time, travel back in time, only for slight intervals. Let's not make him too strong. Who am I kidding? He's already way too strong. And he has pretty much Kodomatsu Kami level genjutsu of like completely being able to control them, and like it's pretty much Kodomatsu Kami, but the way like Danzo had it where you can use it once a day. A sword that can literally cut anything. Anything it touches will just get cut if Naruto desires it to be cut. And he has a shield which can absorb and reflect jutsus. And not taijutsu, just normal jutsus. So like something like Might Guy using like frickin' Night Guy in the 8th gate, Naruto would probably die to that, not gonna lie. So now let's continue the fight with Itachi. So Naruto pretty much reasoning that he's going to have to figure out how to get like Kakashi back because he can't like get him out of being sealed, and he gets the idea, what if he just uses his pretty much genjutsu Kuromatsu Kami like thing and pretty much makes, or like he controls Itachi pretty much to the point where he would either like release him from his whatever the heck it is, or so Naruto pretty much puts Itachi under Kodomatsu Kami to the point where Itachi has to protect the Leaf Village. So that's pretty much what he does. Itachi, I'm not sure if he can actually do this. Like, granted, this is my own headcanon, and I'm just saying he can do it for the sake of the story and bringing Kakashi back, but I'm going to say he can unseal Kakashi. So Kakashi comes back, and then pretty much Naruto tells everybody in the village that he put Itachi under a genjutsu that will pretty much make him completely under his control. And then everybody in the village is like, are you serious? This like S-rank, like one of the strongest members of the Akatsuki, you just put him in freaking genjutsu to make him like, what? So this is going to significantly affect the way that things are going to go in the future, simply because of one thing: Sasuke Uchiha. Because again, he still hates Itachi. He hasn't left the village yet, and he doesn't actually have like the curse mark, so he most likely wouldn't leave the village. But with Itachi being back, that's going to cause a few issues with his little mental state, because again, his entire goal was to kill him, and now with Itachi kind of like protecting the village, and this isn't like Itachi's version of protecting the village, it's Naruto's. It's kind of like, just because Itachi thinks he would be protecting the village by like staying in the Akatsuki and not coming back, it's Naruto's version of protecting the village, where he would actually like stay in the village and like protect it, like not like in the background, so it's like the shadow guy. So he does that, and Hiruzen pretty much is told about this, and he's just like, this kid, he's way too freaking powerful. Because Naruto hasn't even like used his like Susanoo powers yet, so he's gonna be insanely strong. So now, obviously, he defeated Itachi, pretty much. He got Kakashi to come back, and now I'm gonna cover the Sasuke meeting Itachi, because that has to be at least kind of hectic. I mean, it's Sasuke. Like, he's definitely going to do something not exactly great. So Itachi isn't like put into any like prisons or anything like that, even because again they know that Naruto is just broken, and they tested his like jutsu after, so they pretty much were like, yeah, Itachi's like actually under genjutsu, he's not just like faking this right now. And Hiruzen would know that Itachi is like technically a good person, but he's like, so even if he wasn't under this Kodomatsu Kami genjutsu, it wouldn't really affect whether or not Itachi would like betray the village, because he wouldn't betray the village in the first place. Well, that's kind of debatable, but I'm just gonna say it because I feel like it. That sounds bad, not gonna lie. So now Sasuke is pretty much going up to meet Itachi after he heard that Itachi was back in the village, and he's like, "Are you effing serious?" This kid, or not this kid, Itachi's back in the village, and he's like back to being like a freaking member of the Yonbu, and he's like just completely fine now. You guys just aren't punishing, you're not doing anything. Like, he literally massacred the entire clan. It was like, well, it's not the same Itachi, it's a completely different Itachi, is everybody's argument. But again, Sasuke's not having it. He goes up to where Itachi is, and he's just like, "Itachi, god damn it!" And now, obviously, Sasuke never had the time when he went with, like, Naruto and Jiraiya, where he got completely, like, during the Tsunade retrieval arc, but they never went to get Tsunade. So, Sasuke never got, like, completely dicked down by Itachi, so he would still think that he's so strong comparatively, but he's not going to really figure out that he's not, because again, Itachi's placed under a genjutsu to not harm people of the village. So, unless Naruto sees this person as like an evil person, kind of like how Naruto saw Danzo after he became Hokage, then he couldn't, like, Itachi couldn't like harm Sasuke, is what I'm trying to say. So he'd just be getting like pummeled by Sasuke and not being able to do anything about it. Now, he's not really doing anything, like any actual damage to Itachi, because again, Itachi's like really strong, up until the point where he makes a Chidori, and he runs at Itachi now, and Naruto pretty much jumps in the way and grabs Sasuke's hand. The Chidori then pretty much fizzles away, and he's just like, "Why did you stop me, Naruto?" And Naruto's obviously like, "Dude, he's not doing anything, it's not even really the same person." And now Sasuke's like, "Well, he still did it. I have to kill him." And now Naruto's just like, "No, you're not going to kill him, Sasuke." And Itachi pretty much leaves, and because again, he can't really like say anything or do anything against Sasuke trying to kill him unless Naruto sees this person as an enemy of the Hidden Leaf Village. And that never really happens even after he left, so I mean, let's be honest here. He'd really never be able to do anything. Now, eventually, this would, like, or not the genjutsu would weaken, but he would be able to have, like, more free control. Like, he wouldn't be able to kill anybody, but he'd be able to, like, Itachi would be able to defend himself against normal Hidden Leaf Ninja if they tried to frickin' kill him, because Naruto kind of loosened it just in case somebody around wasn't strong enough to, like, stop them from killing Itachi, kind of a thing. So Naruto kind of loosens the genjutsu by placing a different one on him the next day that's saying, like, only if you're trying to defend yourself, but still don't kill them, just, like, knock them out if you have to. So now, with Itachi being placed under a genjutsu, Sasuke not really being able to do anything, and also Itachi not really being able to do all that much comparatively, the next parts will pretty much go normally up until they get where they would usually have the giant, like, training break between the original Naruto and Shippuden. And Naruto honestly probably wouldn't, like, go off to train because he's insanely overpowered, so there'd be no point. So he'd just be continuing on his missions normally, just like everybody else. And again, he was promoted to Jonin at this point already, so he'd be going on all these different, like, A rank and S rank missions as, like, so, like, he's teamed up with Kakashi and Guy and everybody like that, and Naruto is, like, literally the literal strongest person in, like, the world right now, at least for what the Leaf Village think, other than, like, possibly, like, Obito, but they don't really know about Obito just yet. So, Naruto goes on all of his missions, and it's pretty much the next 2 years pass by, and it's now the start of Shippuden. Now, obviously, the start of Shippuden, Naruto would be in much, much better strength than he was in the original, and he would have mastery over pretty much every, like, jutsu known to the Hidden Leaf, and, like, pretty much complete mastery over his Sharingan and all these different abilities that he would have. Okay, and somebody in, like, the comments was saying just, like, wouldn't he be able to get the Mangekyo just by, like, swapping his eyes with literally, like, any Uchiha, since, Ashura was, or not, Indra was, like, the father of technically all of them. It's like, Technically, maybe, but we've only ever seen somebody get the Eternal Mangekyo by, like, literal, like, direct relation with, like, you have to be somebody's, like, brother kind of a thing. So we've never seen it done with, like, some random Uchiha member and, like, some other person in, like, the Branch family. So I don't think that would actually work. I'll leave a poll right here, just like so you guys can like decide, should I give him the Eternal Mangekyo by making him switch with like Sasuke or Itachi or something like that. And I'll just like I don't know. It's whatever. So if you guys want me to do that, let me know in the poll right over there, and let's jump right back into it. So start of Shippuden, and now Naruto never really had the scene where he befriended Gaara. Like, Gaara, like, got his character changed, but Naruto never really, like, ultimately, like, truly cared for Gaara like he did in the original. Like, yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, he's a Jinchuriki, he's kind of like me, except he's not at all like me, kind of a thing. So, I believe he would still go to pretty much rescue Gaara, because they'd find out what the Akatsuki are and know that they were trying to get the Tailed Beast, and they don't exactly want them to get the Tailed Beasts. So Naruto, Kakashi, Sasuke, Sakura would go. And that's like the team that would end up going, like pretty much original, except they pretty much add Sasuke this time, so it's a little bit different. They have a little extra firepower. And you guys will decide in the poll right now if Sasuke has the pretty much Eternal Mangekyo at this point. Otherwise, he's pretty much going to be like partially blind by the end of this fight if he ends up getting the Mangekyo, so it's going to be a little bit odd. So yeah, actually he hasn't, never mind, I'm just dumb. He hasn't even, like, awakened the Mangekyo at this point, like only Naruto has. So now, the next pretty much fights, and that goes similarly up until where they actually get to where Gaara is. They still find, Kankuro? Yeah, Kankuro, and Sakura still pretty much heals him and gets the antidote. And now Naruto is standing pretty much in front of where Gaara is. And they arrived there a lot faster than they did in the original, due to not even having to fight the Itachi clone. Because again, Itachi's not even part of the Akatsuki anymore. So they got there a lot faster, and Gaara still has pretty much like half of the QB, of the one-tailed still sealed inside of him, so he'd be pretty much still alive at this point. All the Akatsuki would pretty much cancel what they were doing, and they'd pretty much face the intruders. And instantly everybody recognized that Naruto was the one that actually managed to pretty much place what they still think that Itachi was still like with their group. They just think Naruto placed him under a genjutsu, so they know that Naruto is really strong and he shouldn't exactly be trifled with. So Naruto pretty much walks up, taking a lead in this, and activating his Mangekyo Sharingan. He instantly looks around and sees that there's still some chakra left in Gaara and that he's still alive. Naruto nods at this, and he looks at Deidara. Activating his Mangekyo Sharingan's ability of the Genjutsu, he pretty much tells Deidara, fight to the death against Sasori. And Deidara does this, and Naruto pretty much teleports in, or not teleports, but stops time, walks over, grabs Gaara's body, walks back, and resumes time, and then this has probably been like 3 seconds, and that's pretty much like 3 or 4 seconds is like the maximum Naruto can stop time for. So everybody's like looking at this, he's like, did he literally just teleport there and teleport back? At least that's what they think he did. So that'd be a little bit of a difference, and Gaara will still be alive without Chiyo having to sacrifice herself. So Deidara and Sasori would be fighting each other. And Sasori would pretty much just instantly kill Deidara using his poison, because they wouldn't really give Deidara the cure or antidote to this, so Deidara would actually die in this, and that means he wouldn't like go on later to pretty much fight anybody else. So yeah, Deidara is dead, and Sasori, after taking pretty much little to no damage, all that really happened was he got his shell broken off, so it's like actually like Sasori's body. And Naruto's looking at Sasori's body, and he notices that it's a little bit weird. There's no chakra actually flowing through where there is chakra flowing through him, but there's like a center point where he has his actual heart, and Naruto would know instantly that that's where they have to target. Sasuke notices this too, because again, he has the 3 Tomo Sharingan, with Kakashi noticing this as well, because he has he has the Mangekyo at this point. He just doesn't have great mastery over it. So now, they would pretty much start fighting Sasori, and they would be easily wrecking him. And Sasori would summon his 1,000 puppets, and Naruto and everybody else would go around and pretty much wreck all of these puppets, with Chio helping with her, I don't even remember what they're called, her like really strong 10 puppets, and everybody would pretty much be completely unscathed by the end of this, and they wouldn't be really affected by the poison because they have the antidote. So they would pretty much easily kill Sasori, with Naruto pretty much just stopping time, appearing in front of Sasori, stabbing him through the heart with a giant sword, and that's pretty much just the end of the battle. So now, Sasori still gains respect for pretty much everybody there, and he tells them where Orochimaru and Kabuto would be, because he set up a meeting with them. So they would still go for that, and instead of what it was originally, it would be Kakashi, Sakura, Naruto, and Sasuke. So now, when they do go, obviously Kakashi still pretty much, or not Kakashi, or Kakashi transforms into Sasori's like shell form, and when it gets broken, everybody's like, wait a minute, Kakashi is, or not everybody, but Kabuto's like, wait a minute, Kakashi? And Orochimaru's like, you freaking idiot, it's obviously set up. And they probably killed Sasori, just like they killed freaking Deidara. And now, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura jump out, and they're pretty much facing the other two on the bridge. Orochimaru knows just how powerful Naruto is at this point, and knows that he probably stands no chance against him now that he's pretty much like a grown man. So, he pretty much loses this fight really poorly before Naruto can even transform, and he doesn't even get enraged because, again, Sasuke never left, and Orochimaru isn't like taunting him that Sasuke is like right behind them pretty much, or like in the different hideout, and he's like, Sasuke joined me, he came to me, we didn't even have to take him, kind of a thing. So they'd pretty much easily defeat Orochimaru and Kabuto, but they would actually take Kabuto into pretty much prison, and Orochimaru would die. Not before Kabuto obviously tried doing his absorption, because it's pretty clear that he did it like before the 5 Kage summit, because again, he was pretty much like starting to partially transform for a while before anybody actually managed to kill Orochimaru, so it's like, I don't know. So again, they kill Orochimaru and they take Kabuto into jail. Except for one thing. Just in case Kabuto was planning anything, they have Naruto place him under the pretty much Kodo Matsukame Genjutsu, and he uses it so much better than Danzo ever did. Like, Danzo could have done so many good things for the village. He was like, oh, I'm trying to protect the village. It's like, no, you're fucking not. You're just a fucking jackass. Like, I don't need to swear so much, but like, come on, dude. You're like, you could help so much. Oh, whatever. So now, they pretty much head back to the village with Kabuto there pretty much, and Kabuto's under a Genjutsu so he doesn't betray the village. So that's where I'm going to leave this part off, so I'll see you guys in the next part. Peace.